Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Corn Meter. Today I want to bring you my PC review for Devil May Cry. Devil May Cry is a reboot in the Devil May Cry franchise that's still being published by Capcom, but being developed by Ninja Theory. For anybody who is not familiar with who Ninja Theory are, they are the developers of the PS3 exclusive Heavenly Sword and also the game Enslaved. This game on PC is also part of AMD's Gamer Evolved program and is powered by the Unreal Engine. As the game starts off, you control Dante. As you play through the game with Dante, you will be introduced to Cat. Cat is your medium that will be your communication portal between the real world and Purgatory. Later on in the game, you're also introduced to Virgil. When you are introduced to both characters, they pretty much fill Dante in on his childhood up to his present state and let him know who he is exactly, as his memory from his past is very hazy and unbeknownst to him, he doesn't know why. When you are filled in, you will find out that this tale for Dante is more of a revenge story, as he has to defeat the evil demon Mundus. Mundus is the big daddy of it all. He is the ruler of Purgatory and also the ruler of the real world. And the way that he was able to rule the real world is through world debt, fear, and product placement. In between the stories, from the beginning to the end, you are introduced to a lot of Purgatory minions and also to great boss battles that include the Hunter Demon and the Succubus, with a lot of other characters in between. The story of this game is paced really great. The production value is up there. I really had a great time playing through this game. And throughout the course of that great story also comes the controls. The controls in this game seem to have gotten a kind of an energetic boost due to Ninja Theory taking Dante back to his teenage years. While it seems like you might have to button mash a little bit more in this game, further can be from the truth. At the higher difficulty settings, you will be required to play pretty outstanding defense in order to survive the wave of enemies that come at you. You start off with pretty basic weapons within the first 3 levels of the game, which let you kind of develop a playstyle of your own. The controls in this game are rock solid. I played it with the gamepad even though it was on PC. Even with the gamepad, you're able to customize your controller to your playstyle and your liking. The gist of the controls are as such. You have 2 slash buttons, 1 low power, 1 high power, 1 button for your gun, 1 button for jump. You have 2 attack modifiers, 1 to add your angel power modifier and 1 to add your demon power modifier. You also have 2 evade buttons. Your directional pad is used to switch between weapons that you will acquire throughout playing the story mode, and the 2 joysticks are used for player movement, and the right one is used for camera movement. One thing I liked about this game, even though you acquire some of your weapons really early and you do tend to level up not really fast in this game but kind of quick, especially if you're able to land big combos in this game, is that when you level up the weapons you got early on in the game and then acquire later weapons, you're actually able to take away upgrades that you might have applied to your early weapons to your later weapons. So you're able to respect your playstyle and your character to fit. So you're not stuck with overpowered weapons that you are not using while struggling to power up the newly acquired weapons that you may like a lot better. And I found this to be a big help for myself, because I found myself really not using one weapon out of the ones that were acquired by me, and being able to respect my character to fit my playstyle is a big plus in this game. Now when it comes to graphics, this game is simply gorgeous. I play it on PC, but I will put the specs up on the screen. I also put them in the description down below. As you can tell, my machine is what many would consider a mid to mainstream machine, meaning that I do not have any products in my rig that are more than $150 in value. Nowadays, this machine seems very outdated. With this machine that I have now, I'm able to run this game at 1680 by 1050 on the high graphics settings with HD textures on and HD anti-aliasing on. With my machine, with these settings, I was able to get the game running at a solid 30 frames per second for all the full motion video. All the in-game cutscenes actually hit 60 plus frames, and the game itself always ran at above 60 unless I hit one of those very graphic intensive moments and it gave me a quick dip, but only during the texture loading. Other than that, this game ran solid pretty much the whole way through at 60 frames or above. Much kudos has to go to Ninja Theory for being able to develop a game that my mainstream machine was able to run this very solidly. All in all, at the end of the day, Ninja Theory's take on the Devil May Cry franchise is a great reboot for the franchise. I actually look forward to playing any future iterations that may be developed by Ninja Theory, as I feel that this reboot is a much needed spark of energy that this aging franchise really needed. The production value is off the hook. The controls are tight. The ability to respect your character from early on to late game is fantastic. Platforming is as good as ever. All the characters that you back are interesting. The way that they wrote for Dante, his interactions throughout the game with different characters depending on who he's interacting with may seem a little douchebaggery to a lot of people, but I feel that it is just for the age that Dante is and the energy that he brings to the game. Graphics, superb. At the end of the day, I'm gonna give this game a 9 out of 10. This game, from production value, controls, gameplay, everything. Big kudos to Ninja Theory. I hope that everybody will be willing to at least play this game. I'm going to consider this a must play. I'm not going to tell you how to spend your money, but everybody must play this game. If you were a fan of the old Devil May Cry, I highly suggest playing this game. Hopefully this will propel Ninja Theory from the underrated developer that I felt they've been this entire gen to a fan favorite, if not at most a highly anticipated fan cult favorite. I believe the game is well worth the $60 that they are asking for on either PC or consoles. It's a must play in my eyes, and this game is going to get a 9 out of 10 from me. This has been Cornbeaner. I hope this review has been somewhat helpful. If not, ask me some questions down below and we can continue the discussion from there. But other than that, I will see you guys next time. Bye.